Tell the story about Chicago right now, and you are a 16-year-old student or a 63-year-old poet who's living in Inglewood, your story is much different than the story of a writer who lives in Wilmette. And I think both stories are relevant, and they both speak to some of the grand inequities that our city currently upholds. My name is Kevin Koval, and I'm a poet.
I'm Deborah Epstein. I'm one of the founders of the Neighborhood Writing Alliance. We started the Neighborhood Writing Alliance because we had a conviction that people had something to say and were looking for settings in which to say it.
My name is Rose Ellen Brown. I'm a writer. I write poetry, stories, novels.
My name is Koya Paz, and I am a writer.
And my name is Bayo Jigatu, and I'm a novelist.
My name is Laura Washington, and I'm a writer.
My name is Natalie Moore, and I'm a writer.
I think many people don't realize how hard it is not to be heard.
In some ways, I personally have been encouraged to be outspoken my whole life. And so I can't even imagine what it's like for someone who has literally been told at dinner tables and classrooms by police, by teachers, by whoever it is, shut up, you don't matter, your voice doesn't matter.
Writing to me any creative endeavor is the first step toward fully making sense of struggle so that you can overcome struggle and go beyond struggle.
Writing is a very lonely, very tough thing to do. And you're always insecure about it, no matter how long you've been doing it. Every time I sit down in front of the computer, I'm scared. And it's nice to be able to share that fear, but also the joys that come out of success with other writers.
Getting up in front of a group to talk about your work or to read your work in a public setting for a reading, that takes guts. And I think for some writers that may allow them to have some guts in other aspects of their lives.
My name is David Barr. I'm a playwright and a screenwriter. They're writing about what they believe. They're writing about it because they've seen it and they experience it. And I don't see their role diminishing. As a matter of fact, I think we need the Neighborhood Writing Alliance more now than we ever did. Because who else is going to get out here and tell the truth like they do?
I think that's what NWA does very well, is take an issue from the perspective of someone who's living it every day and write about it in a way that can provoke not only thoughts but also action.
There is a way that politics rests on certain people defining for other people what matters. Places like Neighborhood Writing Alliance serve not just as sort of vehicles for people to express themselves, but places where people can gather, listen to each other, realize that they aren't alone, build spaces of solidarity, develop networks.
My name is Ronnie Hartfield, and I am a writer.
I'm Alex Kotlowitz, and I'm a writer.
My name is Fred Sasaki. I'm a writer, editor, producer.
It seems to me that what afflicts so many people in the contemporary world is a kind of superficiality and frivolousness about what happens to them. And that I think if you're a real writer, you can't live in that place.
And it's one of the things I really admire about the Journal of Ordinary Thought. It's these, these kind of quiet stories about people's lives, and I think that there's a real power in that.
I love George Orwell, and he says that every sentence you write is political. I do believe that writing can change the world.